Hey, my name is Evan. I'm going to be showing you guys actually how to do a makeup tutorial for men. I saw a bunch of videos on YouTube about men for makeup, and I kind of thought I would show you guys how to do it. I have actually been wearing makeup for a long time. I never tell anybody. I do my best to kind of make it seem like it's natural so no one ever knows. Um, yeah, so I'll show you guys what I do. Number one thing that I always do is I wash my face. I just washed it. So I actually do 3 steps for washing my face. I use this. So what this does is it helps oil control and it reduces sebum. Now sebum is actually really good for your skin. You actually need that. So what it helps with is that sebum actually helps with signs of aging. So you need that so your skin stays fresh and renews itself. And then I use this. And this is pretty much like an oil-free thing, the same kind of thing. This doesn't reduce the sebum. This kind of helps moisturize everything, so it's through the steps. So this pretty much takes away all your moisture, and you don't want that. You want something that still keeps your moisture, so I take all the moisture out, then I put it back in, brand new moisture, that helps renew my skin, and then I use Dove. I'll show you the specific one that I use. So I use this one. Yeah, so that's what I do for my skincare. I haven't moisturized yet, but I'll show you guys what I do for moisturizing. I want to take care of my skin. That's like the number one thing, especially me being 25 right now. I kind of figured I better jump on this wagon and take care of myself. I wanted to get into modeling and everything, so hopefully that kind of goes out. Works for me. I can't go to like Ford or anything because I'm not the height. I'm only 5'6", so hopefully something works out for me. But in the meantime, I want to take care of my skin. So what I use is I use Aveeno, and I only use a little bit. And it's interesting because you always see like a lot of people put on lots of moisturizer. You do, but you do it in little increments. And I feel when you do it so much, you stretching your face and everything, when you do that kind of stuff, it's really bad for your skin. So you just kind of want to dab it on. So what I do is I use these fingers, and then I also move with my ring fingers as well. And I'm putting it along here. Now the reason why I do that more so than the other spots is because when you add a lot of makeup, or when you add makeup, usually you're going to be adding it around here, so the little triangle, so you want to make sure that you have it well moisturized. And then I use this. So this is like Vaseline. So Vaseline is like back in the olden days, but they actually made it a lot better. So it's advanced repair, so it actually stays with your skin a lot longer. What is it? It's like stays, I don't know how long it stays for. I thought I read something on that. Oh well. It stays. It stays for quite some time. Like for days. So I'll do the same thing, I'll do little by little. And this one's actually a little bit heavier, so this one's going to go around the eyes a lot more. And I'm also going to put it around here as well. I don't know if people actually moisturize around their beards, but I think it's really good. I think it helps kind of relax your face and your muscles, your face muscles a lot more. You're going to also do your neck and your ears. A lot of people tend to forget about the ears. Okay, so that being done, alright, so do you see how like I'm also kind of massaging myself? So what that helps with is that helps with the flow, the blood flow. So everything's able to reach to your face. So then nutrients from the moisturizer is able to seep in. And it doesn't just sit on your face. So, right now I'm going to do the makeup stuff. So, I have MAC. As funny as this is, I stole it from my sister and stuff. The longest time they never knew that I did any of this stuff. I never went to school for it. I remember I wanted to help my sister with this kind of stuff. And she was like, no, I don't want your help, all this stuff. So I used to look up on YouTube and stuff just to try to help my sister out with all this stuff. And she didn't want the help, so I figured it out myself. And I was like, okay, let me try to figure this out for myself. So I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. Now this is kind of an odd color to use. It's like red. Why would you use red? Now red's going to be going under the eyes. And as odd as I am, I'm not really using a brush for this. But I'm maybe putting it under my eyes. And what that's going to do is that's going to help balance out the skin tone when you end up putting your concealer under your eyes. And you're going to not just put it under here, you're going to move it over here as well. So then all the light, when you put the concealer on, it'll be like this. So you'll look more awake. And then when light hits you and everything, you'll have a little bit more of a symmetrical, kind of like that heart-shaped kind of face. Everything will kind of be well balanced. You want to use this. I'm going to use my brush. So this is kind of like a little stippling brush. I can't really see, honestly, all that well on this camera, but hopefully you guys can somewhat see. I'm looking on the mirror. So I'm going to use this. So I actually don't use any like cover up on my whole entire face. I feel that if your skin's already clean and clear, all that fun stuff, you don't really need to be doing all that. I think like in Europe, how they do it, like for makeup for men or for whatever, I think they do it very simplistic. Like they don't really go all heavy like the American. I think that the Western culture, I think they go very heavy with all the makeup and stuff. Same thing as like Asians and everything. They I don't know how you would say it. Yeah, Asians. So, I don't even know if that's the right way to say something like that. But they actually, I think they don't age I think they age very well because they don't use a lot of makeup either. Everything's very simple. And I'm also going to bring it down here as well. You guys can't really see this. There you go. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do also is I'm going to use this. I don't know if you guys can tell, this and this and this. I don't really know what colors they have, but as odd as this is, I'm actually going to be using it around my crease. So it's like, why would you need to do that on your crease? You already have like eyelids. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be using it at the ends. So that's going to kind of, I already have almond shaped eyes, so that's going to kind of elongate them as well and bring up height towards them. So then it'll kind of look like I have my eyes a little bit more open. And if you're ever like a guy doing this kind of makeup, even for girls, I guess, don't ever use like these kinds of dark colors. Ever like cover your eyebrow bone, because then that's gonna take away, and it's gonna be out of like a lot more shadows, and you're gonna look like something. And you don't want that. You want to look as a male how they kind of want to look, even female, but males, I think what they want is they want that structure, so everything's very geometric. So you want to have certain angles and things that really pop out and stuff. Things that look a little more masculine. So what I'm going to do is I don't really do much of contouring, but I'll show you what I do. So I'm going to use this brush. I'm using this. So this is like this is like the darkest one. It's not even that dark, but it's going to kind of. I don't do that. Oh, by the way, here's a tip. Because I've noticed a lot of guys in these videos for men, they suck in their cheekbones, and then they don't do that. That's different. So for men, it's very different. You don't suck in the cheekbones. It's all about if you already have cheekbones. So what you're just wanting to do is you're just kind of wanting to. It's not, you shouldn't really contour around there. It's very minimal then. Like the most minimal thing that you can do, just kind of like a little bit. And then that will kind of raise up the cheekbone a little bit, but you don't want to be sucking in the cheekbones and everything, because then you're going to look very hollow, and that's not what you want. It's very different. I think when you see a lot of male models, how they have that deep sunken contour is because there's certain lighting, probably when they're doing the runways or walking, there's certain lighting that hits them, so they need to have those certain contours. But for every day, no. What am I doing now? I am going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the red one as well. Again, I'm going to use this brush. And how you'd use like the white along here. Sometimes it kind of gets too white, so you just kind of want to just brush up this way. Now when I'm brushing up this way, what that's doing is it's kind of like, it's not creating shadow, but it's still kind of creating a little bit of darkness, so everything kind of makes the focal point here. And you want that, because you kind of want everything to be like this. And as for highlighting the nose, don't highlight the nose. Like, don't highlight, if you have already like a defined nose, not highlight it even more. What you want to do is you actually want to minimize the highlight. So you just kind of bring it up a little bit. Same thing as this. So as for this, I'm using this. I didn't buy this myself from Sephora, no. Yeah, I'm using someone else's. But I'm using this color. Which one was I using? I'm using this color. So that one. So what I'm going to be doing is it's going to be kind of like a little bit of contouring, I guess you kind of call it. But it's going to be around the eyes. So as I did that color around like the browns, I'm doing kind of like the same kind of thing, but I'm doing it at the ends. So that's all I'm doing. And I dab it in, and I kind of push it around. So what that also does is you have your bone right here. So that kind of emphasizes that structure again. Also, with it being that dark, sometimes if you have like a little bit of weird patches and stuff like that, you can kind of clean them up. So by doing that, you just go lightly in circular motions. And you pretty much don't even want to touch your skin. Like, you just want to use like the ends of these, ends of the thistles. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. So I'm using kind of like that red color that I kind of used before, because I already had red along here a little bit. I'm just putting it along here just so everything kind of blends together. And then last but not least, what I like to do is I use this. So I don't use a lot of it. It's Vaseline. I don't use a lot of it, like the smallest bit of portion. And what this kind of does is this will, when you put it around here, you know, like when they use like that, I don't know what it is, like that powdered shimmer stuff. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that stuff. I feel like you just kind of want like a natural thing. I think if you're using the shimmer powder stuff around here and around there, especially when there's going to be lines that are coming in from aging, that's going to make it worse. So I think moisturizer is a little bit better alternative for that. Just kind of put along here. And then same thing as with the beard. So this will kind of help mellow down the scruffiness of the beard, but kind of soften it up. And you even put it under here. Also a really cool tip for shaving or for trimming a beard, something I learned when I went to like a hairdresser before. They told me that if you look under here, how it kind of arches, that's actually good to do because it actually emphasizes your jawline. And I did this before where I would just like that, like what a lot of people do. And what that does is that creates a rectangle. Excuse me. And it takes away from the actual shape of the face. And last but not least, I'm pretty much already done this, but I'm just going to use a little bit of lip balm. Like just a little bit. And what a lot of people do is they always like to kind of do this. I'm not a big fan of doing that. I feel that when you do that kind of stuff, you're young, you have lips, that's good. But if you keep doing that kind of stuff, it's going to stretch. And then just like how you stretch your face, it's still skin. So you just kind of dab on the outside, and you even dab a little bit on the inside. Because still on the inside of a little bit is still lips. I don't even know if you guys can really tell the difference. But this is my finished look. Yeah, let me know how you guys like it. Hopefully I was good at the advice. Yeah, alright, anyway, take care guys, bye.